Good evening. I will be there in one moment. Just gotta feed Puzzle. Hey, Drew. Huh, huh. Well, you're the one who wanted to eat. You look at me like, what? What? Oh, let's turn that down a little bit. The TV I use for streaming is gets kind of loud sometimes. For some systems, you got to really crank it up to make it sound good, but because you want it really low, you want to be able to hear it, but you don't want it too loud because then the mic will pick it up and it'll end up doubling. That happened to us on a Final Fantasy IX stream. Like I had to actually scrap it because you couldn't like it was like really annoying to play back, basically. So um, yeah, you be quiet down there. You just ate. So we're here. We took Thursday off for the Thanksgiving tradition, like no other, of the MST marathon. I guess they only did. I rolled my own, but I guess they only did 12 hours. I missed the 24-hour marathons from the old days, but I guess that's not like a thing. And I guess on Twitch, especially, they kind of show the same like 40 to 50 episodes anyway. Um, because I guess those are the ones they have streaming rights to. And so yeah, it gets like that was like a really cool idea for a channel at first, and now it's just kind of like, oh, that episode again. So that sucks. Um, but yeah, so we're here tonight to play Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo. This was a launch day. I think it was a launch day game. It was like right in that like window of the first month, if not, on the Super Nintendo in July of 1991. So we're coming up on 30 years. Um, I'm just watching the demo level, and there's the slowdown is going to be interesting. Um, right at the beginning, and then this game was reissued later. I thought it was on the PS1, like late on the PS1. It turned out it was early PS2, along with Gradius 4, which is a pretty good one too. Um, some games in the series are kind of hit or miss. We had Gradius on the NES, and then Salamander, which came over to America as Life Force, and then they've all been packaged together in more recent years. There's a collection that came out uh, last year, this year, that has a whole ton of those games. Some of them I haven't played much. I haven't played much of Gradius 2. The later ones, like 5, 6, and so I think it's 6 on the PS3, but I haven't played it much. I was never that great at these games. Although I booted this up earlier, and I'm scared to say I blew through the first couple levels. So we'll see. You cooked your own Thanksgiving meal and watched Rocky. Yeah, I kept it pretty. Um, I'd cook the night before. I do one of the meal services. I use Green Chef. So Wednesday I'd cooked. So I had the serving for Thursday. So I ate that for dinner, and I'd made a stuffing during the day that I just kind of threw some loose veggies in with, and I baked that. And so that was pretty much it. And I made a soup. I kept it pretty low key. Um, 28 years vegetarian on Thursday. So, the pictures of what other people cook, I don't know where you eat all that food. I am just one little tiny person. Um, and then watch Rocky. Yeah, I watched. I've actually been watching some interesting stuff lately. Here, let me go feed. If I give you a couple more treats, will you be quiet? You were so quiet until I started streaming. You just like being on camera. I know it. You act all shy and then you're excited to be on the camera. I watched, was it? I forget if it was Thanksgiving or, the night before. I think it was Wednesday night. I watched, Running Man, and, which that movie rules. We had a long conversation in the summer on a stream about the Running Man one night. That movie is incredible. And then, I watched Demolition Man because it was 99 cents on Amazon. And I realized I'd never seen it before somehow. And it was pretty good. Worth checking out. It was different than what I kind of imagined it was going to be, I think. And it was slightly less fascist than it seemed like it was going to be back then. And then Saturday night, I watched Alien and Aliens, which I had not watched in a very, very long time. So, all right, let's dive in here. Hopefully everything looks okay. Yeah, so when Demolition Man came out, I just kind of missed it because it just seemed like, I don't know, it had this like weird vibe to it that I thought it was not going to be good. And it's still kind of it's a weird movie in that it tries, I think, what do I want here? I want shoot B, power up A, missile Y. Actually, no, I want missiles B too, so they just keep going. Yeah, that's probably the better way because hitting the Y is a little awkward when you're like holding the B down. Um, Wait, I forget what the code is. Isn't it? Oh crap! I forget what the code is. Is it left, 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 A? I think it's left, 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 A. All right, give me a second just to look that up real quick. Hold left. Ah, that's it. Okay. Okay. I got it. A. Alright, that should have done it. I had it mixed up in my head. Oh, I gotta fix the camera, too. There we go. I was moving some stuff around today. I just realized that I did not move the camera back. So, I normally go... Let's all mess around in edit mode. I normally go speed up, missiles, the tail gun, because there's a couple levels where you need the tail gun, ripple, and then option. And then shield. If I did the code right, I did. Okay, cool. Excellent. So, like, in all these games, you have to collect all the power-ups. And then you can... Yeah, see the tail gun? The tail gun's really cool. This game's got awesome music, too. But yeah, so Demolition Man, definitely, it does this, like, thing that so many 1990s movies does, where it tries to critique a lot of different stuff. It kind of critiques, like, the kind of political correctness of the 90s, but also, like, critique, like, you know, the kind of, like, it definitely shows, like, Stallone's much more, like, kind of fascistic character to be, you know, fairly out of touch. But it, like, it tries to, like, do all these things all at once, and it, I don't know, it's not perfect, for sure. But Wesley Snipes is wonderful, hamming it up in that movie. For sure. And they just don't make villains, you know, that are just nuts and evil like that anymore. You know, today... villains have to have all these, like, tragic backstories and all. That dude just is a nut. And it's delightful. Give me that over any of the... Yeah, all that sensitive feels stuff. Yeah, the stage's got cool music. Get another option. And just start slaughtering all the bubbles. Oh, I need another speed up, because it's gonna start to slow down in a second here. Real bad. Yeah, it's starting to slow down a little bit. So of these side-scrolling shooter series that there were, so many, Gradius is probably the best one. Although there are definitely some arguments for some other individual games. Axlay on the Super Nintendo, a game we're going to play on stream in a couple weeks, Blazing Lasers on the Neo Geo is a awesome one. R-Type, another early Super Nintendo game, is cool. But Gradius is kind of the standard bearer, I would say. Oh shit, these things are gonna chase me. Alright, we gotta pause for a second. The one problem with games like this is you're holding that B button down. It hurts my thumb after a couple minutes. Yeah, Snipe steals that movie. Oh yeah, oh absolutely. Like the moment he came on screen, I was just like, hell yeah, I am so in. I am so in for this movie. Yeah, he is fantastic. Alright, yeah, let's line it all up. Kick the crap out of this. Just break down the shield. There we go. Yeah. My favorite Wesley Snipes movie is, of course, Major League. Which I feel like today may not be like a very PC movie. Probably. It wasn't back then either, for what it's worth. Yeah, we watched Major League was one of those movies that was on HBO like every other day, it felt like. So you got to know it real well. It was on all the time. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. See, this is a game where the slowdown actually kind of helps you a little bit. And that, I mean, this isn't like a bullet hell game, but there's potentially a lot of shit going on. And that's always the thing that kind of kills these games for me, is that I can't. And this has got nice black background, so all the bullets, contrast really well, but some Konami games in this era, particularly, like Contra Hard Corps on the Genesis, is, like, unplayable for me, because I can't visually differentiate very well. And it just kind of drives me nuts. Oh! Yeah, hell yeah. And it's chicken sacrifices. Yeah, that man. You could not make that movie today. Holy shit. Ooh. That movie was fairly offensive back then. Never mind now. Can't even imagine. Alright, so the crappy thing when you die is you gotta rebuild. Ooh. But I got the missiles this time. Right, let's get the ripple. Yeah, see, if you got the missiles, you can just kind of... Yeah, you can just kind of drop them down. And if you time it well enough... Ah, no! Damn it! Oh, man. Okay, so they put you right in front of it, at least. All right, let's get it. There's a secret level in this level, too. I forget where it is exactly, but there's a part in the screen that you can, you know, sneak through into a, and basically you just run through it and you skip the boss at the end. Which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Yeah, the slowdown really actually kind of helps you in this game. You can really, it makes it easier to kind of assess the situation and figure out what you're doing. Ooh, okay. You want the... And then speed up. Okay, fair enough. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Oh! Alright, that's a bad spot to park in. Oh, it didn't give me the 2 power-ups. Oh. Hmm. Oh yeah, let's try it with Ripple. Good call. Maybe not. Alright, this is harder. One thing in this game too, even with the 30 live code, there's no continues. Yeah, there we go. Ugh, okay. Yeah, right. I remember this. Shoot. Alright, we're definitely save scumming the next time we get there. Oh, well, that totally did not help. Alright, this is not going well. Oh, yeah, this is hard. Ugh. Who needs Dark Souls when you shit like this? Ah, damn! I wish I had a more powerful weapon. Oh. Um. So if we get to 3, yeah, that doesn't get us to Ripple, does it? That only gets us to Tail Gun. which doesn't really help much. I mean, it gets through this pretty easily. Yeah. And there's like a slight bit of slowdown that's gonna screw you up, too. Actually, I got an idea. Let's die here. Watch this. Ripple. That's what we need. Oh! Yeah, this is hard. Yeah. There's a slight bit of slowdown that makes it hard to avoid the lasers. Yes. Yeah. Can I just stay out of it? No! Okay. That was worth a try. Oh, that was weird. Like the screen kind of slid in. Huh. No! Fuck you! Come on. Seriously? Oh! They start making it harder to dodge. We're getting there. Yeah, it's like a split second faster. Alright, let's stop for a second. That was hard. Yeah, yeah. So you got to get the pattern down, and what you can't do is get greedy either, because the way those lasers come out, if you're coming in without a bunch of speed ups, which if you've died you probably aren't. Like if you've been cruising through this game and you've got like 3 or 4 speed ups, yeah, you can just zigzag up and down the screen and just kick the shit out of the thing. But if you gotta really do the yeah, who needs Dark Souls when you got games like this? Jeez. Whew. Speaking of speed up, let's get some speed going here. But yeah, that was the thing. I needed the ripple. The ripple, is will kill it quicker. Space monoliths. Yeah, get that. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is another level where the slowdown actually kind of helps a little bit. Yeah, I need the missiles too. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I had a feeling eventually you're gonna crash and burn there. Oh. Yeah, this is hard. And especially when that happens. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this is getting tricky. Oh, just got an extra life. There we go. Oh, we're at the end. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, right, these things. Oh, I hate when shit falls from the ceiling. Yeah, that's why. Oh, ow. Yeah. See, and not to state something obvious also, but this is a game, like all of these games, that's like totally made for two-player. You know, you're supposed to be sitting with a friend playing this. Not playing one player. Yeah, you're supposed to have friends. Yeah, I gotta pause again. My thumb. Ugh. Yeah, alright, we got a pretty good setup here. Yeah, that'll help. Ooh, we'd be long dead if I didn't have that shield. Yeah, I could use another one of those. Get another option. Yes. Actually, speed up would be nice. Jeez. Alright, well, you gotta get out of the way. It's like talking a puzzle. You gotta get out of the way, man. So I can get your other head. Yeah, see, this is why I always pick the missiles. There we go. Just got an extra life. is an awesome stage. Look at that. How cool is that? You're in Plant World. Drew, have you ever played Gradius games before? Yeah, that was eventually gonna happen. Yeah, these were a big friggin' deal. And they still made them until I want to say PS2 or 3. But yeah, there's a collection out recent-ish. I don't want to go too far ahead into the screen, because then whatever's running at you runs right into you. Like, oh, that almost did. Now that Konami remembered that they used to make video games before they made pachinko machines with big booby anime ladies. Now that they remembered that, they've been reissuing yeah, okay, we gotta stay far away. If we could get a ripple, I think this will be easier too. 1, 2, ripple, nice. These games were... I mean, yeah, this was a day one. I think it was day one. Day one or like day somewhere in the first 100 days. Holy shit! That would not let me stop. Huh. Okay, that was weird. Run out lives. Okay. Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe you need the speed ups. Yeah, you know, that might be it. So what you gotta do is go. Yeah. Let's try that. Otherwise, I have no idea. So it better be that. Yep. That is what it is. Just be a matter of dodging that. Get. And because you've speed up the bunch, you're able to do that. There we go. I was right. Pause. Ow. Oh, my neck. But yeah, these have been all reissued. And they're of varying degrees of quality. As you can see, they get pretty tough. Okay, these things are freaking chasing me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yeah, right. I remember this now. Oh. Hey. Ooh. Oriyama Extreme, yeah. Yes, same. Ah, crap. I can't get through there now. Wah. Oh, shit. We're not fast enough. Can you go up here? Yeah, you're not gonna be... Yeah, doesn't go... Yeah, he needs 3s. Yeah, and I've only been able to get to 2. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, and then you hit that, yeah. Yeah, well, that's what we've been doing. Yeah, we blew through, Oh, there are continues. Oh, okay. Yeah, we blew through a whole bunch of stages, because we had, 4 options. And, oh, thanks for the follow. four options and shields and all kinds of nutty stuff. Um, See, I kind of like I like the two-way missile because it goes both ways. Um, and shield. Oh, and it's gonna drop us right here, isn't it? Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm stuck. So I gotta figure out a way to get through it. Alright, that's 3. Can I get through? Oh, but I keep hitting that. I was doing that earlier, too. See? Man, this is kind of the wall I hit. We were cruising, except for the third level boss with all those lasers. Yeah. Oh, okay. Jeez. Yeah. Just time. I'm getting the third one. It's just the time. It's just timing it right is not working out very well. I'm not great at this game. I'm surprised I made it this far. Oh! Yeah, that happened in one of the previous levels too. It's the same thing. I needed... Yeah, see, it's gonna do it again. Yeah. Yeah, right. Man, this isn't gonna work out very well. Yeah, it's right there. That's the problem. That's the part that I always, I guess, down tap. One's too many. Yeah, and then those things hit you too. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, and then you hit those things. Mm. Fun game up until now. Yeah, and if you miss the third. Yeah, oh yeah, the music's great too. Oh yeah, there's. Yeah, for sure. That's two. Yeah, and then you miss the third one there, and then you're not gonna make it. Mm. Yeah, the music in this game's great. Alright. A little further. Yeah, and then you hit those things. Mm. Yeah, and then you hit those. Yeah. They seem to be randomly placed, though. Which is. Yeah, and then you can't get past those. Hmm. This game's falling down the game rankings list as we speak. Yeah, and then you get the blue one. Yeah, you're right. And then if you get the blue one, you're dead. Right. And now, can you go further down, even? Like, what happens if I go all the way down here? Oh, then you just can't get through. Okay. Right. Right, right. Which you would be, which you should be, coming out of the last stage. That's the idea. Like, I get the logic that coming out of the previous stage where you needed all the speed ups to survive the level. Yeah, and see, the screen goes too quick, so you end up missing the third speed up, even when you get them. You have to just be really I mean, it's like the laser boss level earlier. You just have to be like incredibly friggin' lucky. Which, I mean, yeah, there's a skill to it, but I feel like a lot of it is just, yeah, like right there, like I'm already dead. And because it speeds up so quickly, when you don't have the second one, you're never going to get the third one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we were having a lot of fun with this until now. Um, yeah, falling down the rankings. quickly. For sure. Is there a stage select? Oh, oh, right. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Let me go. I still have the GameFAQs page up from the 30 Lives code, I think. Arcade mode. Extra credits. No. No, the only thing you can do is you can. There's a way of changing it, and I actually didn't even know that existed until just now. You can change it into arcade mode, which is probably even harder. Jeez. I'm sure it's like brutally. Yeah, no, that'd be cool if there was a stage select. I wish there was. You know, these are cool stages. It's just this one is, you just kind of hit a wall with it, and it's just that's not cool. It really kind of it's a real bummer. Near the end of what would have been a pretty enjoyable game previously, minus the laser boss. That's like, that's another one. You just have to get lucky, basically. Yeah, probably. Yeah, well, this was in the West, this was I think day one, month one release on the SNES. So, yeah, probably not. Like a lot of games back then. And by mid 91, we're starting to veer into that era where everybody's worried about rentals, so they make games like really hard so you can't just beat them in a rental, which backfired in my neighborhood, because we would be like, well, I'm just not going to play that game then. That was actually one of the things that kind of pushed a lot of us towards role-playing games. Was, okay, those games are hard, but like I go into it knowing that if I do X, Y, and Z, I'll get through it, maybe, probably, most of the time. But yeah, if it was a game that, you get to stage 8 of some SNES game or Genesis game, and suddenly it's like brutal. It was like, no, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I beat a couple. I beat a couple RPGs and rentals. Final Fantasy IV. I beat. I don't know. I just got like real hot on it, and that's like a quick game. Final Fantasy IV is like a 20-hour game. The last I played through it on stream a couple years ago, and I think I ended up, it was like 19, 20, and I kind of dilly dallied a little bit at a certain point. FF6 definitely very possible, but I blew through. I got it on like a Saturday morning, and by Sunday night, I was through a good chunk of the game. And that's like a really FF4 is like a really straightforward game too. Like they constantly are telling you, all right, you're at A, you have to go to B, and you go, okay, I'll go to B, and it's really not like, you know, it's not very confusing or disorienting or anything. Um, but I beat that in a rent, and probably I guess it was two rentals, I suppose. I think it was over it's over spring break that year. Mystic Quest is that's a quick one too. Yeah, yeah. I'd actually never played Mystic Quest until a couple of years ago, and I I ran right through it. Yeah, that's a weird. Mystic Quest was a game that I used to stare at in rental stores. I remember the ShopRite in my town had it, and I would always stare at it. And I somebody had told me, "Oh, that game's like really stupid," and I would always stare at the cover. And even the cover kind of looked like different from like the standard kind of like square Final Fantasy like cover aesthetic um, of like Secret of Mana and FF4 and games like that. And I remember just kind of being like, oh, I guess I won't play that. And then I just never play. It was a couple of years ago. I just kind of picked it up and yeah, went through it pretty quick. Um, yeah, once you kind of get the hang of what you're doing, that's a pretty straightforward game. That's because they thought we were all stupid here in America and couldn't play role playing games. So they give us one that was a real easy one. I'm trying to think of any other RPGs that beat in rentals. I don't know. I did a decent chunk of the first disc of Final Fantasy VII in a rental because we got a PlayStation in it was late September, early October 97. And so we went to the store to rent games and we rented it was Final Fantasy VII and whatever the Madden, I guess Madden 98. And I remember we had to take the Madden back 3 times to get one that wasn't scratched. Which it's like such a weird little anomaly of the move to discs was people would just like beat them up. And Final Fantasy VII, and we put it in, and we watched the opening video where they go through the city, and they show Aerith, and then it pans out, and we were just like, whoa, what is this? And I remember we just sat there all weekend, going through as much as we could of it, and then went to the mall. I was in college. That was my first semester of college. I went to the mall on Monday to across the street from my college on the other side of the highway, maybe like a mile down the road, there was a Funko Land. And so I went to Funko Land and bought the game. And off we went with that. I beat it. It was probably about this time that year. But I was playing 2-3 hours a day in the afternoon when I got home from class and before I went to work. And, yeah, I don't know. See, I never owned Chrono Trigger until later. I beat Emerald Weapon not on that playthrough. One of my friends did, because he used to talk about it all the time. I didn't on that playthrough. I did when I was in grad school, like 10 years later. I spent a summer replaying. My bestie from grad school went home for the summer to see her family. So I thought we were just gonna like hang out all summer, and I got, she went home. So I had all this time on my hands once the school year ended. So I played through pretty much every Final Fantasy game. And that playthrough of 7, I went through and I definitely beat Emerald. I might have beat Ruby. But I went through and was like, okay, this is going to be the time that I really do this. Same with Tactics. I went through and I did all the stuff to get Cloud and all that extra stuff. Because I had all this time, once the school year ended and I stopped teaching, to just kind of hang out and just kind of burn through these games all day. And but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other rentals. Yeah, I have the PSP Tactics on my Vita. I haven't played it much on there. Normally I just play the PS3, the PS1 on my. I have it on the PS3. I wish they'd reissue that. I really, I'm actually shocked because they seem to be reissuing. Square and Enix seem to be reissuing all these games. Yeah, my Vita's awesome. That is like a total RPG machine. I have like a ton of PS1 RPGs on my Vita. It's around here somewhere. Um, oh, it's over there. I have by my couch. I have my DS, my Game Boy Advance, and my Vita. All three of those things are like super RPG machines for sure. Um, but I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess the big game that I beat on a rental was Dracula X, which that game is so hard. I still to this day have no idea how I beat that game in a rental, but I just got into like this zone and just tore through it. That game, when we went to stream that game like 3 or 4 years ago, it was like, whoa, this game sucks. It's really hard and plays pretty poorly as opposed to Rondo of Blood, its predecessor. Um, but yeah, that was that era then when they made games like really hard so you couldn't beat them and you had to buy them. Which then that push. I think that's something that pushed us towards RPGs because it was like, all right, well I could go play Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy 4, 6. Um, yeah, Maria. That's what we did. I streamed it last year in October, and yeah, once I got Maria, I switched to her and just torched the game for the most part. There's a couple parts that it's actually a little harder, I think, with her, but for the most part, yeah, she just like just torches everything. That's pretty cool. There are definitely parts of that are hard. It's hard with Richter. It definitely is. I wish she was in the Dracula X because that game is really hard. I gotta say, that's a tough one. When we went back to that, I was like, whew. And it's got really bad hit detection. Another game that was probably not tested very well. Late Super Nintendo games. They're probably, they were probably, yeah, she's in Cynthia the Night, but she's a playable character in the Sega Saturn version of Cynthia the Night. She's actually playable in it. She plays. It's weird. She plays like she has like throwing stars. She's almost like a ninja character almost. Um, and she seems like she's pretty over. I've only seen videos of it. But it seems like she's pretty overpowered too in there. Oh, in the PSN version, yeah, I have that. I have that on my Vita. I think I've only played through Rondo on it though. Oh, is she playable in the PS4 version? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even realize. I beat it on the PS4, but I never played as her on it. Interesting. I might have to go back and check that out. But yeah, I beat that. We streamed through that. We streamed through Symphony on the PS4 a couple of years ago, and then this year when I streamed it, it was the Xbox 360 version. I don't know why I did a different version, but when you own these games in like 8 different places, like with Gradius, it's like, all right, I have this game in like 5 different collections. Which one do I boot up here? It's funny. No, I actually, I no, I don't backdash that much. On Extra Life Day, I started playing through Curse of the Moon, and I was backdashing a lot in Curse of the Moon for the hour we were playing it, which was that was fun. We got to get back to that game at some point. Um, yeah, at some point we'll get back to it. But I'm trying to remember any other games we beat in rentals. I remember we beat Narc on a rental. Um, and like a lot of those two-player co-op games, I'm sure we beat on rentals. Because that's like Gradius. That's what this is made for. Two people playing this. You know, this isn't really a one-player game. You're supposed to be sitting here with a buddy. Yeah, Turtles in Time. I was, it's funny you mentioned Turtles in Time. I was just thinking about Turtles in Time. That I got to stream that at some point. Yeah, Turtles in Time. I remember this kid we used to skate with, because the previous Ninja Turtle games had been pretty bad, and he was like, "No, no, no! I swear, man, this game is so good." And we were like, "All right, we'll check it out." And it's like Streets of Rage, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And we were like, "Whoa, this is cool." We were way into it. Um, I gotta stream that at some point. I definitely do. Yeah, Turtles in Time was awesome. That first Ninja Turtles game on the NES has such a cool. The first level is so cool, and then it puts you in that level where you have to defuse all the bombs, and it's like brutally hard to do. Yeah, that game just it teases you with this really cool first level, and then it just veers off into just being bad. But that first level is really that's a fun level. I remember buying that game really cheap when a rental store closed. I got it for like $5, and I used to play that first level over and over again, and get to the second level and just be like, "Ugh, this is horrible." Yep, yep. Drew, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up in a minute here too. Drew, thank you for stopping by, and um, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday with sorry, Drew, but a little more Dragon Warrior. Man, I'm never gonna play this game if I don't stream it. I need an audience. But we'll do a little more of that. I hope we won't get lost in a cave. No, first Dragon Warrior on the NES. Um, it looks like we have to go. The next thing to do is to cut across the map to get the princess. So that's actually pretty straightforward to do. Not like the craziness that we had the other week. And then what's next Sunday? Oh, Rolling Thunder 2 on the Genesis, which is a game I have never played. I played Rolling Thunder on the NES and the arcade, but never Rolling Thunder 2. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, thanks for everybody for stopping by. I appreciate the follows. Please do consider a donation to Extra Life to benefit. Right as I say it, it comes up on the chat to benefit. That was nice timing. Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. We've raised $420 so far this year. And it'd be great if people donated some more to that. New podcast episodes out about Metroid. And next episode should be out sometime this week. I think I already edited it, but I might not have. I gotta look tomorrow. It's on my to-do list. But I think I did. So that'll come out this week, and then I gotta record the rest of the year. Sometime this week. All the scripts are done. So, and one of them actually isn't gonna have a script. So we're actually gonna have 2 holiday episodes this year. So you'll see. All right, folks. I am going to wrap up a couple things around the apartment and then head to bed. Back to work tomorrow. 2 weeks, and then we're done. All right, folks. Talk soon. Almost forgot to say it.